Hey there. So let's just take a minute to talk about the real investment it is to go on a weight loss journey, to try and lose weight, and how much you actually have to do to accomplish that. And also how many areas of your life it actually affects when you do something like this. As the title says, it's not just about how much you eat and how much you work out. Of course, it does influence it. It influences how quick it goes and how easy it goes, and also what health you end up with when you're done. But when you're on the journey, you have to realize that it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that in so many ways. It's a mental shift. It's an emotional shift. It's a social shift. You have to be aware of your social constructions or the structure of your social life. I mean, who do you hang out with, and what are their habits? And are they willing to help you, or at least accept the fact that you are changing? Because not everyone does. When we're talking the mental adjustments, you have to be prepared to be someone else, because you will change in the process. You will change physically, and that affects very much how, sorry for the finger, that changes very much how you are in the world, and how people are towards you in the world, but also how you carry yourself through life. When you're changing something so drastic or so dramatically as your physical appearance, this is how much space you take up in the world, physical space you occupy in this world. You will definitely feel change when you tamper with that, and you have to figure out how to pretty much take up the same amount of space, but with yourself. So you have this huge change in the way you are in the world and within yourself, because you have to actually figure out who you are. Most of the overweight population, myself included, I mean, we don't show who we really are inside, because we're ashamed, or we are cultured into hiding ourselves and pretending that we like stuff we don't like and dislike stuff we do like, just to fit in, just because it's less painful. We think it's less painful to comply and to hide ourselves away than it is to show ourselves. But the fact is, the more you strengthen the muscle of being genuine, the easier it is, and the more positive feedback you will get from life in general. So it's just so much more. You actually have to find the courage to show yourself without the buffer. When you lose your weight, you lose your buffer, because you can always hide behind the extras. But when you peel it away, you have to stand there genuinely yourself. And that's so intimidating. It can be so intimidating. So that is actually, when you decide to lose weight, you don't decide that you want to be healthier only. And you don't only decide that you want to look better. You decide that you are ready to stand within yourself, and you decide that you are ready to take whatever crap may come from life in a productive way, in a clean way. You actually dedicate yourself to feeling stuff instead of eating instead of feeling stuff. And that's a big dedication, and it's I guess that's probably what most people struggle with. And then the fact that when you then decide that you want to go for it, then you think you have to do it in like this one big sweep. I mean, it's going to be a magic event that just, it's over in like 2 months, and then you're like the slim model that you see in magazines, and that's just not how it works. It takes time. You have to morph into the person you're going to be, and you have to follow along in the process. And then there's all the people around you. You have to be ready to let go. And many of us aren't. I haven't been for a long time. I have asked my boyfriend, if I change, will you be with me? And he says that he will support me, but it has taken me several years to actually believe him. Or more so, be okay with the fact that he might not know the truth himself. He might find out that the person that I am inside that is going to shine out is not the person he wants to be with. I hope not, and I don't think so. But if it does happen, so be it. Because I am worth this investment. Even if it means that I have to lose something. Wait. Yeah. So that was it for now. It was a big one. It was a deep one. And I think it's very important that we talk about stuff like this. Oh yeah, and on the note of wanting things to happen in one big magical thing, it's more about what you do daily than it's about that one perfect meal or that one horrible meal. It's the 80% of your life. It's the snacking through the day. It's the snacking on good stuff instead through the day. Or not giving up when you fail, because you do sometimes slip up and you do sometimes choose more or less consciously to eat something else than what you plan to. And the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is those who don't succeed give up and say, well, now I screwed it up and I'll just give everything up because I can't figure it out anyway. And those who succeed say, well, that was it, and back on the horse again. I'll try better tomorrow, and then continue trying. Woo! Many things, hey? Well, that was it for now. I'm probably going to touch on the subject again later, but let me hear your thoughts. Do you agree in anything I just said? Do you disagree? Have you been through it yourself? Are you going through it yourself? What does it touch you in any way when I say this? For me, it's been some of the big things. It's been some of the big things that I had to realize and had to let go and take ownership of. And I want to hear what you have of experiences and thoughts about it. So let me know in the comments. And if you want to follow me on my journey, then subscribe, and I'll be updating and sharing my thoughts on this very tough life journey that I'm on. So let me hear from you, and let me see you down below